Hi, welcome. This is Homebody Rundown, and it's that time of year again. Fall is here, and it's time for some Halloween decorations. This is a new purchase this year. I've named her Agnes. She's a cement owl I found at the antique store for $10. I'm going to use her in the holiday decorations inside, but thought she could protect the old garden for the summer. Apparently, she's not as intimidating as she looks. Starting with a project, my dad found a frame and print in the attic of my grandparents' old house. The house has been in the family since it was built in probably the early 1860s. There was a log cabin before that. He said the design work is plaster, and that's why it's fallen off in some places. It's going to need a good cleaning, and then I'll paint it. Here's the print he found with it. It's a church. Maybe some of this grime is soot. I do not know how to clean it. But I thought it would make a fantastic Halloween/fall decoration. There's something a bit spooky about it, and it has hints of orange, which I really like. First, hubby is helping to strengthen the frame. Took this outside to clean now that the frame shouldn't fall apart. Normally, I would ask my husband to clean it off with the air compressor, but I was worried it would blast all the loose pieces off. Some pieces did fall off. Other areas are missing quite a bit of plaster. Now we are gluing on a few pieces that fell off. I probably should have had some tweezers to set this little one. I'm going to let this dry overnight before I start painting. Alright, there are multiple dead branches in this sassafras tree, and I want to use them in the Halloween decor. So hubby and Middle Child cut down some for me. Here's what they look like. They are extremely fragile. I think they've been dead for years. I gave them a coat of black spray paint, and now we need to cut them to a more manageable size. I think they have a very spooky feel. I figure I can just do some touch-ups on any noticeable spots after I get them set up in the house. Now it's time to paint this planter/cauldron I found at the old family farm. Now to the basement to get out the Halloween decorations bin. Gosh, I super dislike all those googly eyes. Okay, if you have kids, you probably have tubs full of stuff like this. This is one of my favorites. This is the scariest decoration we have. I hate repetitive circles like this. I see a lot of decor videos that are so classy and they have lots of washed out colors. I don't know that that will ever happen at our house. I think I'll always put the kids' stuff out and it's definitely colorful. Youngest child helped make this boo sign. I've gotten rid of almost all decorations with glitter, but gotta keep that one. Not too much stuff other than kids' projects, mostly a few spiders and birds from the dollar store years ago. The kids would pick stuff out there when they were little. These old creepy cloths are probably from there too. I did buy a couple new ones from Walmart this year. They were $3.67 each, and they are much bigger than I expected. It covers the entire love seat. All right, back to the old church picture project. This is some Sherwin-Williams wall paint I already had. It's not quite black. The color is inkwell. I think it's looking really nice, but the areas that have less detail are more noticeable. Okay, I want to put one of the painted branches on top of this clock. Just need a way to make it stay. First, I'm trying this command strip. Yep, that doesn't stick even a little bit. So instead, I used a piece of thread and wrapped it around the clock backing. It's just a little measure to help it not fall. Finishing touch here is this little guy. His name is Creeps. We put him up years ago for Halloween and we missed him when cleaning up the Halloween decorations. So he's stayed out ever since. Perfect. On to the living room. This is the new creepy cloth. I thought it would be a good look on this old record player. Put the pumpkin back and added a spider. So the artwork for this spot isn't ready yet, so I'm going to utilize the nails for more cloth. That works. I needed something with height here, using a heavy jar to hold a few more branches. Finished look. The paint has dried on the old frame, so next I'm adding some varnish to the back. This is actually floor polyurethane I already had. The frame had no glass, but I really lucked out on the opening size. It's 16 by 20. They had glass and plexiglass this size at Hobby Lobby. Perfect fit. I could not figure out a way to clean the print without taking off the ink. I just decided to brush it off best I could and seal it in. Glass on the front and plexi on the back. This will also help to flatten it out because it's quite warped. To hold it all in place, I picked up this board at Lowe's. It was not the size we needed, so cutting it down. And I had to check out the pencil hubby was using. I don't know where it came from. Says contains 3 leads. I think it's pretty old. So, gotta keep it forever. Alright, using some gaffer's tape to try to hold the print in place while we attach the backing. And if you see it, you're better than me. Wanted to be extra careful putting these in, hence no drill. He did pre-drill the holes in the new board. I think it looks much improved. So this is what I failed completely on. The plexi was supposed to go between the print and the backer board. Yeah, I had to take a few minutes and decide if it really mattered. But in the end, it would make the print more compressed and look smoother. All in all, we spent about $30 to fix this up between the glass, plexi, and board, but I'll probably keep it forever. Working on the area in the dining room now. Taking down this painting and going to switch it with the mirror above the piano. This is heavy, so hubby is helping. Luckily, the wire on the back fit the nails already there. Going to put the cauldron on top of the buffet. This buffet is attached to the wall. And these LED lights do change color. Ordered this base and flickering green bulb off Amazon to put in the cauldron. Gotta say, I'm disappointed with the light. Without having much to reflect against, it's difficult to see the green. At least the rope lights look good. The purple color really makes the plants look terrible, which is excellent. The plants are so heavy, I don't want to move them. There's quite a few. Adding in Agnes the owl. I should not have put the branches on the floor. I totally backed up and stepped on one. These things are so fragile. I can't put too much weight on the little branches. This may take a minute. Alright, figured out the branches. I think they look great. Added in creepy cloth, birds, and a spider, plus a couple candlesticks and a glass globe I use as a paperweight. It was so dark on the buffet shelves, I included battery candles and some old orange string lights that were in the Halloween bin. I think it's really fun. I just didn't like not seeing more green from the cauldron, so I moved it down. Put the old or new church print above the buffet, and I think it works really well. All in all, it's been fun to decorate in some new ways. And thanks for watching.